Tailored fertilizer recommendations.
Video 17. Welcome back to Akilimo. Now that you know how much fertilizer to apply and verified that the investment is profitable, we will show you how to decide when to apply the fertilizer. Remember, fertilizer supplies cassava with the important nutrients for cassava to grow. Nitrogen, also known as N, is needed to grow leaves. Phosphorus, also known as P, provides the plant with energy, and potassium, also known as K, helps the plant to bulk the storage roots. Cassava does not need all these nutrients at the same time. Also, if you apply large amounts of nutrients at once, the rain may wash part of the nutrients away before your cassava has taken them up. That is why it is best to spread the fertilizer application in several splits. Remember, fertilizer is best applied within the first 4 months after planting. The number of splits will depend on the rainfall pattern in your area and the quantity of fertilizer to apply. Always make sure you apply fertilizer when the soil is moist, after 1 or 2 good rain showers, and when you expect rains to continue in the weeks after fertilizer application. That way, the fertilizer can dissolve and the nutrients released for the cassava roots to take up the fertilizer. Also, always weed before applying fertilizer, else the weeds will take away some of the nutrients. And lastly, consider the type of cassava you are growing. If you grow an early branching variety, it will become hard to pass through your field to apply fertilizer once the canopy starts to close. While with the late branching varieties, it stays easy to pass through the field even much later when the cassava is already tall. If you apply different types of fertilizer, then start with the fertilizer that contains phosphorus, also known as P. Cassava requires this nutrient most in the beginning. So, if you decide to use DAP or NPK 15 to 15 to 15 or NPK 17 to 17 to 17, then apply this fertilizer immediately at planting. If you apply a high rate of NPK, then split the application and apply part at planting and part 4 to 6 weeks later. Once your cassava is about knee height, it will start growing more rapidly. At that stage, it will require more nitrogen, also known as N, so that is the time to apply urea. You can apply urea in 1 or 2 splits between 6 and 12 weeks after planting. Large amounts of urea are best split in 2 or more applications to avoid that the rain washes away the nitrogen. If you decide to also apply a potassium fertilizer like muriate of potash, also known as MOP, then apply this fertilizer last. Cassava will need this nutrient to bulk the roots, so apply this fertilizer in the 3rd month after planting. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we will look at a couple of examples of how to split fertilizer applications depending on the expected rainfall. See you soon in our next video. Akilimo, we know cassava.